Welcome to this presentation of the Snap Creator Framework. Today we're going to discuss Snap Creator 4.1 Users and Roles. Snap Creator uses its own role-based access control, or RBAC. This is a standalone RBAC. There is not any Active Directory or LDAP authentication today, but we are planning this for a future release. Snap Creator has 3 roles by default, and others can easily be created. Users can be assigned to roles and profiles. Let's take a look at how this works. Within the Snap Creator GUI, a user with the appropriate permissions will have the Users and Roles drop-down box. First, let's take a look at roles by clicking Role Management. Here we can see the 3 default roles: Administrator, Operator, and Viewer. Clicking on a role will show the permissions that are assigned to that role. If you wish to create a custom role, simply click Add. For example, perhaps you want to create a No Restore role. Provide a role name and a description and click Save. That creates the role, but by default it has no permissions, so those permissions need to be assigned by clicking Assign Permissions. We'll allow this person to back up, we'll allow them to schedule, and we'll allow them to view. Then we'll click Save. This pretty basic role is able to operate the Snap Creator schedule, perform backups, and generally view things within the GUI. Now let's take a look at users by selecting Users and Roles and User Management. By default, I only have one user. It's the default user I created when I set up Snap Creator. To add new users, click Add. Create a username of Bob and assign them a password. Bob by default has no profiles or roles, so I need to assign those to him. I can click Assign Profiles and assign him to the Domino profile. Click Save. I can also assign Bob the No Restore role and click Save. So Bob can now only see the Domino profile, and within that profile, he has the No Restore role. I'm also going to create a user named Sally. I'm going to assign Sally my operator role. I'm not going to assign her a profile though. Log out of admin and sign back in as Sally. Since Sally didn't have access to the Domino profile, she's not aware of any profiles within Snap Creator. It's like she's a brand new user. I can click OK and create a Sally profile, which will then launch me into the configuration wizard. I'm going to cancel out of it for now. If I look within the scheduler, I don't see any schedules. And if I look within the job monitor, I don't see any jobs. Sally has no awareness of the other profiles within the environment. If I sign out of Sally and sign in as Bob, Bob can see the Domino profile and the Nantes configuration that I created, but he's not able to see the Sally profile that we just created because he doesn't have permission to that profile. But Bob can see the Nantes schedule, and he can see all the jobs that we've run within the job monitor. Notice on the top bar, Bob also does not have access to the users or roles that the admin did. That completes this presentation of Users and Roles in Snap Creator 4.1. For additional information about Snap Creator, visit the Snap Creator Developers community at www.snapcreator.com or visit the Snap Creator forum on NetApp communities at www.netapp.com/snapcreator.